And then I dropped a hot water tank down a flight of stairs.
Wait, what happened?
Now it's stairs under repair.
You're changing your hot water tank, right? We're changing your hot water tank.
Josh and I will be changing out, which has already become a saga.
Yeah, it's been every
You
text
told
I
me
get
I
from
would
you
save
has been,
money, and I underestimate the amount of labor.
It's a lot of money you are saving. Just keep reminding yourself that. But it's like every time I get a text from you, it's like, oh, hey, adding on this.
By the way,
it's like when we were talking, it was just change the water here. It's like done that 100 times.
Yeah, I don't live in I don't have a garage though. You just like walk in, wheel it in, drop it off.
Yeah,
no,
but and then you were like, okay, it's behind the washer
dryer.
dryer. I'm like, oh, okay, now we got to move those.
Yeah,
and then you were
up
like
2 flights of stairs.
2 flights of stairs.
Yeah,
if
2.
you're lucky on a good day.
So they drop it off in the lobby. The thing's 120 pounds. It's 5 feet tall. It's in this gigantic coffin of a box, and I'm like, I can get this up the stairs by myself. And so
this is the optimism.
I'm like
I'm
trying
jealous.
to drag this thing up the stairs, and it's hard. And I get like halfway up this thing, and I'm like, one of 3 things is going to happen.
Yep.
Either I'm going to hurt myself, I'm going to get this thing up, which is what is going to happen. Positive affirmation.
For sure.
Or the box is going to give out. Because I'm using the handle in the box, and as I had that thought, it just goes, and it's, and I lose the handle. So I try to like grab the box from the sides and just pinch them together. No way. No one's that strong. And it just goes, and it slides down the stairs.
Wait, how far up were you?
I'm up like 8, 9 stairs. Like I was almost at the top of the first.
Almost at the first
It
checkpoint.
just goes, and it just, bam, it hit the bottom stair. Pop the bottom stair off of the staircase.
You put up some hazard tape around the tread that's broken.
We did. We, you know,
it's very
I was like,
cute.
I can
You went
fix it.
above and beyond.
I'm going to wood glue this thing back together. No.
Nah.
It's been horribly.
You need a professional. Now instead of paying for someone to like install your water heater, you're going to have to pay for a carpenter.
Oh, it's going to cost me more money for sure.
No, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This will end up being more expensive than if I had just paid for the service to get installed. Thanks,
If I
Josh.
wasn't here to tell you it's a doable project, I'm trying to help, okay?
You swelled me with so much self-reliance,
too much
confidence.
confidence.
Yeah, way too much.
I gassed you up. My bad. My bad. It'll never happen again.
Don't gas me up. Welcome to Machete Order, the podcast about the shows that everybody still talks about, but nobody still watches. I'm SJ Pederuti.
And I'm Maxine Philibong.
And our special guest,
Josh Burns.
This season, we're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Because I was thinking about getting one.
You have one in the doors?
No, but this would be a sneaky cat.
That would be cool. You mean it'd be sort of like a familiar?
So you're not allergic or anything?
Nope.
Good, because I want my room to be Willow-friendly.
Me too.
Welcome back to Machete Order.
welcome back. This was a good one, guys.
Welcome back to Machete Order.
Oh, welcome
Maxine?
back. Sorry.
Are we not ready to start?
No.
Do you not want to welcome our
Is there
fans?
more you
our
want to
loyal
talk
fans?
about?
What?
Is there more you want to talk about in our
No,
lives?
I didn't.
There is something that I want to talk about.
Oh, boy. He's off mic, folks.
Oh.
Aw.
30 minutes to set up the happy birthday sign that I just remembered I brought.
He has a group of letters that are strung together, and I believe
And they're all tangled up.
if arranged properly, they would spell happy birthday.
this goes
Although
up together.
letters are definitely falling off as we try to detangle.
Otherwise, off.
I stole
So-
some gaffer's tape from your office.
Your birthday is what? This
Thursday.
Thursday,
This
right?
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday.
Maxine, happy birthday.
Happy
thank
birth-
you.
Happy Bert.
Actually,
Yes, I
yeah,
was
an
going through
episode
trying
comes
to find
out. Last episode came out on my birthday.
You'll be listening to this
Yeah.
on your birthday.
To you.
Wow,
Aw.
a little treat.
Birthday to
Are
you.
those nerds? Is that the nerd cluster thing? Those
Yeah.
are so good.
Happy
These are-
birthday. Sorry.
Oh boy.
These are my favorite candy. Tell SJ about the
Me buying them in bulk and then trying to do
Yay.
a Pavlov thing of just whenever we saw her, because you can just buy them in like huge boxes
Sure,
at wholesale.
yeah.
When we first moved to, we
This is
both
good
moved
podcasting.
to Boston. I was like, if we just have them, and whenever we see Maxine, we give her some of her favorite candy. She'll like associate seeing us with her favorite candy, and she'll hang out
So
more.
she'll have good. Yeah. No, guys, this is bad podcasting. We should just get into the episodes.
Okay. Well, hold on. It's my birthday. I
Happy
can do whatever I want.
But it's not your birthday.
And us
when they
eating-
listen to this, it won't be your birthday.
Well,
Us eating
Time
cake
is a
on
flat
mic
circle.
isn't-
Can we
That's
talk about Buffy? Come on, this was
Yes.
a good set.
no way.
well, look who's excited to talk about Buffy now.
Yeah.
I was watching these, and once again, I was saying this is a great set of episodes, which means SJ is gonna hate them.
No, I like
He's gonna
them.
hate me.
What did you like about these episodes?
The most meaningful scene that I have watched as a Buffy fan now happened during one of these 3 episodes.
Which episode?
You'll find out.
Oh, wow.
We'll get to it. As my catchphrase is,
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. I listen back. We do get to it sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I like
Depends
the
on the day.
fact that in the middle of watching Hush, I had to text you guys being like, should there be subtitles? Because there are no. I have a.
Were you paying attention to the
what?
episode?
Yeah.
I get that the title and Hush. Yeah. I just didn't know like how much of it were we going to have to read lips for because I don't do that. And I have a black box cable access that gives me the television show. And when we were watching the movie that just won the Oscar about the prostitute who's Russian.
Honora?
Honora.
Yeah.
When we were watching that, there were no subtitles during all the Russian dialogue scenes.
Yeah.
And so we had to watch it like just kind of figuring out based on the actors' body language and their inflections what they were saying to each other, which in itself was cool. But then later on, I asked a buddy of mine, I was like, was Honora like with subtitles? He goes, yeah. I was like, oh, I didn't get that. 'Cause the Pirate of Feet didn't include subtitles. So
I had to turn off the subtitles on my Hulu. I did the old-fashioned way.
What is it? Just like inaudible?
No, for all 3 episodes that I watched, the subtitles didn't sync up to the episode. They were playing subtitles for different episodes, and I don't know how. So I was like trying to read the subtitles while they were talking, and I was like,
so
maybe it's like it's picking up the subtitles from like the music in the background.
at least you have subtitles. I don't have any subtitles. I have to watch it the old-fashioned way.
I am a subtitles hater.
Yeah,
If subtitles have one hater, it's me.
I get it.
Well, for some reason, for Buffy, I usually watch everything without subtitles, but for Buffy, I can't understand what they're saying a lot of the time. It's kind of like mumble.
I just take
I
it.
can.
I'm okay not understanding every word. You know? It's but I have a wife with a permanent hearing loss, so everything we watch has subtitles. I find it so distracting.
It takes away from
am
watching
missing
the
a letter.
actors.
You're
Is
missing
there an A over there?
Birthday.
It's gonna be happy birthday.
I don't see an A.
All right, forget it.
Okay.
Who was supposed to do Wild at Heart?
I was supposed to do Wild at Heart.
Supposed to.
Well, this was my least favorite of this set.
Really?
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
By a lot.
Easy.
Buffy
Yeah.
looks older. Season 4. This is the first episode
Yeah.
of season 4 that we're seeing in machete order. So.
Oh, right. She's in
Yeah.
college now.
Yeah, we're in the college years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. She looks older though. I mean, by the way, love that Spike is back.
Yes.
I love
knew
that
you'd love
Spike is back.
Love that Spike is back. Missing Drew a lot.
Yeah.
Not a ton. Less than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
Would
But
you
love-
have preferred to have Spike or Drew back?
Spike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spike is more interesting.
I mean, I love Drew,
yeah.
but
We open on this with Spike being back in town.
Yes.
Isn't that a fun little misdirect?
yeah, I could use a little
Big Bad's
backstory.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as soon as we see him, he's taken away. He's stunned and taken away.
Yep, by some military dudes. And I'm like, whoa, so now there's militaries here.
Yeah.
Kind of initiative
So-
or something.
Mm-hmm.
So the gang's at the Bronze. This is where the subtitles got messed up because Giles shows up to the Bronze.
Giles is like a man without a job. He's like just your homeless
He doesn't.
rich
he got.
uncle.
Did we say this? He's not part of the Watchers.
Yeah,
anymore?
he left the Watchers. Apparently, he's also left the library. Well, I guess he had to since they're no longer in high school. There'd
Yeah.
be a
He's
lot
Mr.
of-
Feeney. He's following them wherever
Yes,
they go.
yes.
Yeah.
And apparently the Bronze is not a bar, confirmed. It's a cafe. They have espresso and tea.
and live music
And
and
good bands. All right, so who is this band? We see a band.
Oh, this is Veruca is the singer. She's going to
Yeah.
be an important character.
Is she?
for this
For
episode.
this
this
episode.
episode.
We
Yeah.
conclude her entire arc here. they
Veruca.
have some
Veruca.
very,
Sassy looking little blonde who's
Oh, yeah.
got eyes for
Yeah.
Oz, and Oz has eyes for her.
Yeah.
They have a little moment. They lock eyes while she's on stage.
And Oz
Um,
is still with Willow at this point,
Yes.
which I picked up and is, yeah.
And she's picking up on it. He's being very weird, like locked eyes with the singer. And I
Yeah.
feel like, oh, yeah, she's okay. And Willow and Buffy are seeing, hey, you're being a little weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
backstory kind of
Yes.
nerd alert question.
Go ahead.
Is this an actual band though? Because she's in a
Yes,
band.
Of course.
And what's the
It's-
band called?
The actual band is 8 Stops 7.
They really like bands that have like numbers in it.
It was the
Third-
90s. Come on.
Third Eye
311.
Blind.
Yeah.
Third Eye Blind 311.
No, what was that other band that had like a 4?
Matchbox 20.
4-Star Mary. But
5 for Fighting.
mhm.
Well, I'm talking about
Ben
bands in
Folds.
the show.
What was the 6? Yeah, Ben Folds 6.
No, Ben Folds 5.
I can't. I'm sorry. I know. I'm
There's a
listening to the
6.
episode.
Eve 6. That was who I was
Yep,
thinking of. A
that's
lot
the
of 90s bands that had numbers in them.
Yeah.
Good observation, guys. This is the type of deep cutting
Yeah.
analysis people are tuning in for.
That's media literacy.
we
Numbers
count?
in band.
Anyway, Drazuka is
Dazuka.
what's her name?
Veruca.
Veruca.
Were you just thinking
She's
about
eyeballing.
Drusilla so much that you
Kinda.
got,
Yeah.
you were like, I want her back.
I
Need
see
more
her
Drew.
everywhere.
Okay, Oz and Willow wake up together. They're in college now. They're in Willow's dorm, I
Yes.
think.
Heavy pillow talk.
We're
right?
copulating
I'm
now,
thinking
too.
this is
We're in
like-
like bed sheets. It's
Yeah.
like a
This
Friends
is like straight
episode.
up like whispering, like you got to lean into
Yeah.
the TV to hear what they're saying. It's
I couldn't
very...
hear shit because my subtitles weren't working.
And that's fine.
So
you know? You had
I
to
don't
be there.
know what sweet nothings they were whispering.
You can like feel their breath
They
more than
wanted
you
to
can hear
fuck.
the words.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
a lot of heavy breathing in this episode.
A lot of
Yes.
heavy breathing.
Horny episode.
Yeah.
Oz wants to fuck, I'm gathering, but Willow has to get to class. That's all I got from that scene. Is
Well,
that
they
it?
talk about, can I see you later? Well, actually, tonight's the night of the full moon. And Willow says, oh, but I have this orientation or something like that. So Oz is going to have to lock himself up when he becomes a werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
tonight.
Buffy is also in college. Did we say this before? They go to UC Sunnydale.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't think that's important.
No.
I've not found myself
Well,
asking
it's
why.
like
Read
they,
my t-shirt. You see Sunnydale.
they always just don't go anywhere else. They just all stay in Sunnydale.
That's how all these college seasons have to go, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know? Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's barely different from high school.
Yeah. This is the awkwardness of having stories about high schoolers or any kids
Mhm.
because they have to grow up and grow through them. And so
Yep.
you're time bound.
Yep.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway,
we,
so they're
we
there.
see Professor Walsh, who is an
Yeah.
important character. Not that we're seeing a whole lot of that.
Yeah. She's like a psychology professor. She's very motivational. Buffy kind of looks up to her.
Mhm.
She likes Buffy. There's Riley.
Yep.
Who's like
The
the
TA.
Studley G.I. Joe TA.
I
Love
want to know
Riley.
what you think about Riley.
We'll get to
We'll
it.
get to it.
bad.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
Okay, we'll actually get to it this time.
But Oz runs into Veruca
Yes,
outside.
and they are talking about amps, talking about music.
Oh, is that a 50 or a 120?
Do you know? I don't know what they're saying.
It's nonsense.
You're a
It's
music
just
guy.
gibberish. I
Yeah.
sure am.
Okay.
It's gibberish.
Okay.
But then Willow shows up and she's like upset because she thought that they were talking about musicians. They were actually talking about amps. So there was a
Yeah.
little legitimate.
It was very third wheel. But
Conversation
Oz
in
the dynamic, I think, is so interesting where Oz isn't being like cold to Willow purposefully. She's feeling like a third wheel. We'll get to it, but there's a real interesting attraction between Oz and Veruca that's so subconscious
Yes.
between them.
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, they end up basically ignoring her.
Mm-hmm.
Oz really ups his cage chain game.
Oh,
this
yeah.
season.
I have the
His
note I
cage
have.
is like a palace. at
He
this
locks
point.
himself in Tim Burton's jail cell. Because like the lines and everything.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I mean,
very
yeah.
elaborate, very stylish.
The 1st time we saw him, he just had like some chains and they were holding him down.
Yep.
But then, he locks himself in this cage and this cage can't hold him.
No.
How come the chain held him,
I don't
but
know.
not the cage?
The
He-
cage in the library held him better than this contraption.
Yeah.
Yeah, he turns and then all he really does is like shake it a little bit and busts
Yeah,
out.
looked great. Did not function.
Form over function. He's an artist.
Turns out there's a second werewolf.
I don't like the werewolves. I like
No.
the way that they've chosen to. I like werewolves as
Yeah.
a concept, but these things that are in like they're like humans wearing Wookiee costumes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work for me.
What do you think of the in between? Because this is our first time.
The
really
in
seeing
between I
that.
actually like better.
Yep.
And so they're doing more with like it's like they figured out the technology. They're like we can do this more often.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he looks kind of cool when he's got like the half face going.
But we don't
Heavy
just see
CGI.
him being a full
No.
wolf. We see him run in front of Professor Walsh at night. We see a she wolf. It kind of looks like a she wolf.
Yeah, two
They
wolves.
attack each other.
Yeah.
They attack each other and then they kind of just end up falling asleep after
Yeah.
together in the woods. and-
Sure. They just go to sleep.
yeah, they just go to sleep.
That's so innocent, Maxine.
They go to sleep
They
and
do
they
not go
wake
to
up.
sleep.
They go to sleep and they wake up and nothing else happens.
Oh, you missed it. The subtitles are supposed to. Never mind.
It's for and then surprise. It's
Surprise!
Veruca.
It's
Yes.
Veruca, and they're
That's-
both naked in the woods.
And
So
scratched.
when they turn into werewolves, they wake up naked every single time. Where do the clothes go?
Oz
Do they
takes his
tear
clothes off.
Oh,
When he gets in his cell, he takes all of his clothes off to
Yeah.
transform.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin your clothes.
Yeah.
Be an
Yeah.
outfit every month.
Mhm. But they
That
have
adds
to.
up.
you pick
they
an outfit
go
you don't
to-
like all that much.
This is my laundry
Yeah.
day outfit.
Yeah,
they go
well,
to
they go to the laundry
laundromat
room.
and get.
Yeah.
And no, I think it's their dorm laundry room, and they
Uh-huh.
just take it from the fellow students.
Yep.
When you're in college, do people steal your clothes?
Never happened to me, but
I don't think so.
it happened to
I
everybody
went
I
to
know.
a good school.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
Okay, SJ.
What school did we all go to?
No, we don't have to
Well, I'll
do this.
say it on three. 1, 2, 3.
Come on.
I went to UConn.
It's born at night, but it wasn't last night. I went to Boston College.
Virginia Tech.
There we go. We are BC.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
We are a
For all of us.
collegiate podcast.
Hi.
Let's all compare our diplomas that we all have.
In liberal arts. mean nothing.
STEM.
It's okay. Here
Computational
we are. We have a
modeling and data
podcast.
analytics.
See, Ma, aren't you proud of me? Told you that English major would be worth it.
I'm a podcaster, Ma. Yeah. What was funny to me with that is that, like, they're making fun of Oz's goofy outfit because he just like grabbed some stuff to put together. Did not look appreciably different from the other stuff that they wear on the show
No.
to me, right?
It was like
It's
a J. Crew outfit.
Yeah.
But kind of
Yeah.
in line
like-
with.
It had to be like the Pulp Fiction thing of like a gas station T-shirt.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Real bad fitting pants.
Veruca was, I know that's not her name, but I don't care.
Yes, it is.
It
You
is?
nailed it.
Veruca?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I call it?
We're-
Drusilla.
Zuka.
We're all
Drizuka.
thinking about the names too much.
Well, you know,
Don't get in
I
your
try I try to learn them, but I kind of, when especially a character is not going to make it very long.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't.
What do you
care.
mean?
Yeah.
Does she not make it very long?
She is not going to make it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. She doesn't make it. She's very into being a werewolf, though. And
She
I liked
loves
her,
being a
like,
werewolf.
I liked, so she and Oz are confronting each other. We've seen this theme before of the, like, do you lean into who you are or do you hate who you are and you try to keep it in a cage?
Yeah.
And, like, the line from this episode, I think, is the wolf is always in you.
And that's what he
Yeah.
learns because she has been a werewolf much longer. You get the impression
Yes.
that she says, "Oh, you don't remember last night." That happens at first, but you'll get bits and pieces.
Yeah.
you
Do
know?
we know how Oz became a werewolf?
Yes.
Bit by his cousin.
His cousin
Oh,
Jordy.
yeah. Oh, I
Remember?
forgot about that.
Hey.
I thought that was like a fun little
Is
joke.
Jordy a werewolf? No, that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
He's
mean,
a
that's-
werewolf.
Yeah.
How long has that been going on?
So he's into
That
the,
line.
he's into it now. Well, he kind of gets into it.
kinda- no.
He's fighting against it this whole
Yeah.
episode, I'd
Yeah.
argue. She's making fun of him for locking himself in a cage, like, "Oh, they've got you domesticated," kind of
Yes.
thing. But
She
he,
kind of blames Willow for it, too.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the professor the next day tells Buffy about her being attacked by a wild dog, and Riley is also there. He overhears this.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Riley later.
We'll get to
We'll
it.
get to it. We'll get to it.
It's very interesting knowing what we know about Professor Walsh. Again, you're not seeing the macro plot of this season is about the initiative,
Yeah.
which Professor Walsh runs with those like army
Yeah.
student looking
I
things.
started seeing more and more of the characters from like the university being a part of this like secret military thing.
Did you kind of get what the secret military thing is?
They're like fighting the people. They're
Fighting
fighting those. They're fighting the vampires.
demons and
We've,
stuff like
we've
that.
dropped. Yeah, we've
So-
dropped them in.
Yeah, they're
It's-
trying to capture them to like
This is
do
the
some
Dharma
government.
initiative.
exactly
Yeah.
a Dharma
Buffy.
initiative
Yeah.
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah. Fancier,
It's just
bigger
interesting that
budget.
Walsh is just saying this stuff to Buffy. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it is intentional because she knows that Buffy's the Slayer, right?
Does
Yeah.
she?
Yes.
Do we know that she
I
knows?
believe so.
Like,
Yeah,
have
they're
we seen-
I think
tracking
everyone-
her. They know.
yeah.
That's why Buffy's in her class and everything like that.
Okay.
So it's just interesting that she's just letting it fly that there's werewolves. Like, you know that it was a werewolf, Professor Walsh. Why are you just letting it fly out here? It's weird.
After this, Willow comes to Oz's door and apologizes for being weird through the little confrontation, but Oz says she wasn't being weird. He feels guilty.
She's coming on to him, and
Yeah.
he's rejecting her. He's like, I'm just really not into it. He's
Yeah,
torn up about what
yeah.
he knows he did last night.
Willow is always horny for Oz
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Like-
you be?
Well,
Oh.
until she's not.
until she's not
Right, yeah.
anymore.
But interesting, she goes to Xander because
Yeah.
Oz rebuffs her. Then she doesn't want to stick around and talk about it. She feels uncomfortable. He feels uncomfortable. Willow interestingly goes to Xander, who's in his mom's basement.
Xander, who needed a reason to be in the episode
Yes. Yeah. I
Um,
would be fine without him. And again, this is one of those things where they replaced what could have been a better scene with Buffy
Yeah.
with Xander.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, this guy's such an anchor now on the show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to have no real value.
again. No, he's living in his mom's basement. He's not even in college.
Yeah.
And an inconsistent voice, which we always complain about with him. But it's just author's insert because this is his best scene by far, most reasonable he's ever been, where he says like, "Talk to Oz," which again, Buffy would have been great for that.
Yeah.
Like, you need to talk
Yeah.
to him.
But anyway, he gets some advice from her. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, the nice thing about these 3 episodes together was it really was the Willow show.
Yes.
And I appreciated that. And I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys intended to select it in that
I love
type
Willow.
of arc,
Yes.
but it was a nice arc about Willow here. And I was very much appreciative of her evolution over all 3 of these episodes. But she tries to kill herself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, sort
That
of.
seemed like a
She's
little
in
much.
a fugue state. I mean,
That was a
that's
little-
we'll
I
get
don't
to
know.
it. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Oz is fixing the cage.
Welding it
Yeah, he's welding
Yeah.
it. Apparently, doesn't work all that well.
because he's just. That's all right.
He's
It
just-
doesn't matter. It's just
It's like
taking a welder to
yeah.
it. But he and Buffy
He
comes up to him
asks-
to ask like, "What's going on with you and Veruca?" Willow's upset. He's dodging it. Yeah.
So Oz and Willow are crashing out separately.
It's gonna be another Moon Knight.
Yeah, so Oz gets in the cage. He wants Veruca to get into the cage. And she comes on to him and
Yeah.
she's like,
Breathy werewolf
I
time.
sensed you. Did you sense me?
Yeah.
They
He
have
answers
werewolf
the call.
sex.
Yeah, because we know that the werewolves are attracted to sexual energy.
But
I guess.
importantly, That's true. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But importantly, it's Oz who kisses Veruca. He gives in to his animal
Yeah.
instinct.
Yes.
The wolf
Before he
is- or
turns
the-
into the wolf.
Yeah, the wolf's inside you.
And then they hold hands, and then that CGI's into werewolf hands.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cute.
To be fair, again, he's trying to lure her into this cage because he doesn't want them both being out and hurting. Like Veruca's fine killing people.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
wants to go out and do that.
A lot of Catholic temptation kind of stuff in
Yeah.
this show.
So he's
Yeah.
like, I'll get her in here if this is what I have to do, kind of thing. But he also wants to. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, of
Yeah.
course,
In the morning.
In the morning, Willow finds them
comes
naked.
over with like donuts and coffee. And she's like, "Hi, honey." Yeah.
Poor
So
Willow.
sad. Oh,
Veruca's like not. There's like that whole like I don't really care. I just
Yeah.
fucked your boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'll split.
She does not care.
No, she doesn't give a shit.
She's trying to, oh
Um,
my God, trying to argue for Oz. Like, oh, well, he wanted to. And Oz has to scream at her, leave.
Leave. Yeah.
Toughest he's ever been.
But Willow, breaks up with him after that. Good for Willow.
Yeah.
I feel like, not a couple seasons ago, maybe like last season, she would have kind of let it slide.
Mhm.
But she stood up for herself. And
Yeah.
this is when she tries to kill herself.
Yeah.
She just walks,
Walks
She
into
just
into
walks
traffic.
into the
traffic.
street.
So Buffy saves her, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Buffy is going to save her, but thank God Riley's there to actually save her.
Yeah.
But Buffy, goes back with Willow and tries to comfort her. But
Yeah. Has to go stop the werewolf. She goes and confronts Oz. But in a classroom, Willow is putting a curse on Oz.
Yeah.
And then Buffy and Oz team up and start hunting Veruca. Because, tonight's the second night of the full moon. So
She'll be out again.
second night or third night?
Third night. I think.
Third night.
It'll be the third
Yeah.
night. But Willow can't get herself to complete the spell.
Nope.
Nope.
Oz
Which
is
is
tracking
right.
Veruca's scent.
It's
Yeah.
a pretty bad
Yeah.
spell. It sounded like
Yeah.
may you never find happiness ever again. or
Only
something.
hate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof.
Jesus.
It's gonna turn
I've
him.
been through breakups. I get it. But it's like, you don't.
Hell hath no fury.
Uh-huh.
But Veruca goes into
Don't
the
piss off women. That's the moral of the show.
Veruca goes and finds Willow doing the spell while everyone else is trying to find her, and then slaps Willow.
With like werewolf
Yeah,
strength.
with, like,
because she's about to
werewolves.
turn.
Yeah, there's like a she's gonna go after and kill her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she knows that Willow is what's getting between her and Oz.
Yeah.
So she's
Yeah.
going to werewolf
So she
kill-
turns into a
Will-
werewolf, right?
Yes.
Starts
Turns
attacking
into
her in the classroom.
Well,
Yeah.
Oz gets there because he realizes
Oz shows
Veruca
up.
was
He's a
trapped,
werewolf.
tricking them.
Yeah.
And then it's werewolf fighting time.
They both change into werewolves, and their animals kill. You're right. We kill, and then Oz attacks her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To the jugular.
This
Rips her
fight
throat out.
was so funny for me.
Yeah. Oh,
The bite?
come on.
No, the fight.
The fight.
Oh.
Just
yeah,
like
they just look weird.
They look weird.
I don't like it. The werewolves, they're like these like monkey people in these like
I know.
suits.
I agree with what you said before, where I wish they'd stayed with like the half turning look,
Yeah.
because that looked cool.
Yeah.
When they're full like wolf costume like that,
it looks
that's
like
when
something
it
out
looks
of
silly.
Dr. Seuss.
It is a
It's
little
not-
silly to see a person on all fours.
Yeah.
It never looks natural. I love this. This scene specifically, the two of them fighting, is it's like one of my earliest memories. And this is 1999.
Since I was
So
a
I didn't
boy.
have but it's like with the lighting, the dusk, like
I will
orange
say it
lighting
is
and
well
everything, the
lit.
shot.
That
Yeah.
scene is well lit. I thought, but they're in a
Really
classroom though, right? It's
Yeah,
like
they're in a
dusk in a
classroom.
classroom.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a well lit scene.
Yeah.
It's surprising that he bites her and kills her. I
You
was
don't,
like,
and it's
"Ooh."
bloody.
It's
Yeah.
bloody.
Got a little gore.
Yeah, I think
This
this
could be
is
a
most
very
blood I
juvenile
saw in Buffy so
Mhm.
far.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah,
No,
because
the
when they get
master comes out of a pool of blood in the
yeah,
first
but not like
episode, but
actual. Yeah, because when they stake someone,
There's
they
the
don't
gentleman.
like.
Mhm.
There's some blood in that. You're right. Yeah.
Gets gory.
Oh, okay. We'll
Yeah.
get to it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So what else happens here? Werewolf dies. Oh, and then Oz has to give his big goodbye speech.
Oz needs to skip town because he doesn't want to hurt anyone. He doesn't want to hurt Willow, and he thinks the only way he can do this is to go find a cure for this, or
Yep.
go out into the world and find a cure.
And
So
become a traveler. Oz is a traveling spirit, though. I'm
Yeah.
glad to see him go.
yeah,
It's like, thank you,
he's
Seth
probably
Green.
happier not being
Go
in
film
Sunnydale.
Austin Powers.
I think Seth Green
Yeah.
did just want to be off the show. So,
So-
this is what happened.
I get
I
it.
can tell you the story there if you're
Yeah,
curious.
go
But
ahead.
I think
Alright.
there's a great scene of Willow's. I know. But it's a Willow, walking and seeing Oz packing, and just heartbreaking.
I wasn't that heartbroken. I was
All
like, yeah, you should probably leave.
Yep.
All right,
I love their
they have
relationship.
they have the most realistic, complete relationship I think of anybody in the show is Willow and Oz. Where it's like there's actual complicated feelings, there's legitimate like hurt,
Mhm.
there's legitimate healing.
Mhm.
It's a good, it's a good relationship. But also it was like, all right, I'm ready to go.
But what did you think of that episode? Good episode? I know you said
I
weakest
said it was
of
the
bunch.
weakest of the three. It was
Mhm.
fine. I enjoyed the recap of it more. And now thinking back on the collection, the Willow continuity and the examination of
Mhm.
Yeah.
their relationship. And I think to really enjoy New Moon Rising, you have to watch
Right.
this one wild at heart.
Yeah.
But like it also kind of was just like, okay, good. It was a setup episode though. You're not
Yeah.
look, they're not gonna all
Yeah.
be bangers. It's hard to do a setup episode that is as good as like the payoff episode.
Uh-huh.
So
I like these 3 episodes because I really do think it's like just the Oz arc.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you didn't see these 3 episodes, you would just be like,
Yeah.
I know,
Yep.
where's Oz? Don't
Oz
really care.
would
The
matter
writer-
far less.
Yeah.
Marty Noxon refers to the 2 episodes that we watched here, other than Hush, and the original episode where Oz turns into a werewolf phases as the Oz Willow trilogy. It feels like a trilogy of episodes, you know?
Yeah, and you could cut all the other ones out and just be like,
Arguably.
watch these. Now, as far as Hush goes, you guys had said this was like considered the pinnacle
The
Buffy
best
episode.
episode.
And I feel
of
bad about
Buffy.
that. I don't like getting
I
your
wish you
expectations
hadn't
to
said it.
Yeah.
because it was very good.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten you said it until you see the twist, the little trick that they do.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, they said this was, I could get it because it's very artsy. But I wish you hadn't told it to me because then I would be like, I wonder which one I would consider good. Because I have to say, I thought New Moon Rising was very, very good. And I was like, I wonder if I would have thought that was the best episode. But I'll never know because I was
We've ruined it
We
for
I was
you.
ruined it.
compromised. I was compromised. You guys had to be like, no,
Yeah.
that's true. This one's a good one.
No,
Pay
you're right.
attention.
And we won't be doing that from now on.
Okay, so the second best one, I'll be sure not
Just
to
slip
know.
out. It's an episode we were excited to watch.
It's cool. Who directed it?
Joss Whedon, written and directed
Did
by
he?
Joss Whedon. Yeah.
Ah, I
Did this
thought.
Don't you
one-
hate giving it to him?
You know what?
Did this one win the
He's a-
Emmy? Is that?
For cinematography.
It definitely, yeah. I was thinking that. I think I had a note about like the way that they move the gentleman. It's
That was really cool.
it's
And
a
then
dance
the
scene.
henchmen.
The henchmen.
Yeah.
It's honestly when they're coming down the, and I have this in the notes. It's like the corridor shot. That corridor scene was awesome. It was beautiful. It was artistic. Very clever the way they do the whole thing. So let's get into it.
Yeah. So we open on one of my most hated cliches of it's a
Creepy
not
girl.
only a dream, but it's not only a dream, but it's a lecture that a professor is giving about the theme of the episode. That happens all the time, and I can't stand it. As Professor
What's
Walsh,
gonna happen in this episode?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
I
like
don't know.
communication on a big chalkboard. It's like, what is it like when people need to talk? It's like, shut up, just skip it. But yeah, there's
Really
a creep.
nailing it on the head with it. Yeah.
It drives me crazy. But yeah, there's a creepy girl doing a little nursery.
Yeah, we have
rhyme.
our shining girl thing.
be
Always
good for
creepy. A girl chanting, it's always going to be creepy. A little girl chanting,
Little
always
girls
creepy.
doing anything. Get out of my life.
What about me?
But
It's getting weird.
No, I'm gonna cut that.
cut that bit.
Cut that.
But like quick cut to a real creepy monster, like smiling, well-dressed, dapper
Yes.
monster.
These monsters legitimately scare me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
This is my Halloween costume.
Yeah. I was watching this in like my old dark apartment. Don't do that. I don't like this.
You do a
I don't
good
like
one.
this. No, stop. Don't look at me anymore.
We get some good
I think,
Cenobite
I think
action.
this is
later.
Josh's new
yeah.
Halloween costume. How
No,
committed are you? Would you shave your head
Oh,
for a Halloween
No.
costume?
let's not talk about it. Let's move on.
No. Well, I was
'cause I
watching
could be
this
convinced
in
easily.
like my old big dark apartment, and I was really scared.
Yeah.
Just like
So these monsters
Yeah.
are scary. They're scary along the same thematic vibe and aesthetic of Buffy, which is hard to do
Yeah.
because this is
Yeah.
shot very kind of bright
Mhm.
and soft. This
Yeah.
is not an edgy, gritty, dark show.
Yeah.
Like it's not The Wire, right?
Right.
Where like everything's
But
black.
I think
and
the
you
show
have
has
to-
always kind of towed the line sometimes with like in the editing choices, in like the subject matter sometimes of like if they wanted to, they can do really effective horror. You know, for
If they wanted to,
TV
yeah.
horror.
Yeah, but it's not worth the going for.
No.
Right? It's meant to be for like teenagers.
But we're scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
okay,
Buffy wakes up. She was falling asleep in Walsh's class. She, walks out with Riley. Willow's being a wingman, setting them up. Riley, the TA of the class. Buffy and Riley go for a little walk, and the chemistry is. So cut to Giles. Giles is hanging out with Spike. So this is a hard cut for you. You
Yeah,
have no
I
idea
was
what's
just
going
like,
on.
okay, I guess they're roommates, and yet I was totally cool with it. I was like, I don't know what device has gotten Spike to be just a member of the Scooby Gang, but I'm here for
Isn't it so fun?
It's great.
I feel bad you
They're
can't tell at
roommates.
all.
It's hysterical. It's like a Joey and Chandler situation.
The combination of the two British guys.
Why do you still eat when you're a vampire?
And then
It's
he
like,
talks about, I like to crunch up the Weetabix and
Yeah.
put it in the blood for texture.
I love.
I'll never
Spike.
eat again.
Spike's my favorite character.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is his
Absolutely.
best. Yeah,
Yeah, James Marsters, big fan.
incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, one standout. Anya and Xander come over. Anya's hassling Xander about him not being
Anya
affectionate
being
enough.
Xander's like new girlfriend,
girlfriend.
apparently.
Yes.
Yep. Interesting.
You're not going to see it, but her whole deal is she used to be a demon who got was a part of Monster of the Week for one episode.
Yeah.
At the end of that, got turned into a regular girl, and then eventually, she's a main cast member from.
Yeah, she's part of the crew now. I like how Spike's getting immediately put into another cuck situation.
Yep, tied to a chair.
Well, they're like, because Giles wants him out of the house because he's got a guest coming. He's like, I'm gonna let you go with Xander and his girlfriend. I'm like, oh man, this poor guy just has to watch everyone.
Willow is at a Wicca meeting. She's trying to join a school club.
Yeah, and Michelle Trachtenberg's there.
Who?
Nope. No,
What?
she's not.
No, she's not.
No.
She's not
Is she in
Tara?
there?
Yes,
No.
No, she's not.
No, she's not Tara.
Who?
No,
What?
was it
You're
Amber
gonna
Benson?
meet her later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Tara?
What's her name?
I thought it was
Amber-
Michelle. I
Amber
was like, man,
Benson?
she really did get better looking with age.
Yeah, Amber Benson is Tara.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Amber.
Yeah.
I thought
Just
that was
another
Michelle
person with
Trachtenberg.
like really affecting eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm okay. That just blown my mind. All
Yeah.
right, fine.
Yeah. But she is in
I
this.
just assumed it was her. I know. I
Yeah.
knew she was in it. And I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
where she shows up.
So intro Tara, who's also going to be
Tara.
a very
Tara.
major character.
Yeah, big character.
They're at
I
this
love
Wicca
Tara.
meeting, but they're not real witches. They're mean girls. This is the high school,
What about
but it's
bake
supposed
sales?
to be college. Yeah.
They're just a bunch of losers who want to be witches.
Yeah.
Oh, Tara, did you want to speak up? Did you have something to say? Like, they're just bullies.
Yeah. But I feel like it's like a very this could be offensive if people listen to this thing, but
Go ahead.
it's like what like a bad Christian prayer group, youth group thing would be like.
No, yeah,
right? That's
100%.
what we're doing here.
Yeah.
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 They're
I
like
got-
all like there for Jesus, but they're really there to socialize and like raise money.
I got
with
bullied
bake
at
sales.
Sunday school.
I bet.
There was. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I bet.
Not like
Yeah,
that.
I bet.
Not like
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Good. I hope you get bullied here.
I was just being present.
Yeah, I bet
I was
you
like,
did.
because they can be mean to everybody, not just to you specifically, because you look like the bully type.
Not just because you look like a bully.
Sorry.
They bullied you because you're mean, not because you just look like the bully type.
Oh my god. So mean.
Anyway,
Okay.
Go, you want to talk about your bullies?
The Sunday school bullies? No.
this is bad
Apparently, I don't
podcasting.
have to say anything.
No, we get it.
because it's fully understandable. Yeah, I don't have to go into why these people bullied me because you just look at my face and you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So then was this true to life? Like SJ and I don't know since we were like popular. This feel real?
Sorry, I was never bullied. I wouldn't know. But how was your experience?
It seems like it sucked. I would have just been popular.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
All right.
Oh my god.
So this is the best episode of the show.
Yeah. So we see Giles has
Now,
a guest over.
We see Giles is gonna get some
Yeah.
rando. Yeah.
We don't know anything about their relationship.
Good
They
for
just-
him.
Yep.
There's also this like paramilitary group. This is the first time I'm really seeing
The
what I
initiative.
learned to be
Yeah,
called
the
the
initiative.
initiative. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, okay, more budget, right? We're going up to like secret layers, semi-automatic weapons, lots of semis.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're just rocking.
Just like children with like these AK-47s.
But it's one of these things where it's like, oh no, they're all trank guns and like electricity tasers.
He's
and
got
stuff like
that weird
It's
Star Trek taser. That was like
Yes.
the first
Yeah.
prototype of the Star Trek
like,
taser
shoots
because it doesn't
lightning
work
bolts.
very well at all. But we'll
we
get to it.
see, that night, when the sun goes down, the gentlemen arrive.
Yeah.
These tall, dapper. The tall one is played by Doug Jones.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Like
You
the
get to
Doug
know-
Jones.
The
from-
Doug Jones.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense actually.
He's incredible. You can tell from his personality.
Doug
the
Jones was in
Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water, and he also was in
the.
the one
name it.
the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, right?
He was Abe
Yeah.
Fishman. Oh, that's Hellboy. He was Abe.
Hellboy. Yeah.
Who's he in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? I don't know.
He probably wasn't that, but I was
He
thinking of
plays like
Hellboy.
lanky
He always
monsters.
plays lanky type of monsters. He's great at it.
A lot of great finger work from Doug Jones, and he's incredible in this.
And the first thing we see is them opening this box, right?
Mhm.
This is a good episode and a good example. This was a great episode, but I thought this was definitely showing the monster too soon because you did not need to pan up. Setting the stage here, we see in the clock tower a creepy-looking bony hand opening up a box, and it's the same bony hand that Buffy had saw in her dream, but we didn't see what it was attached to.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, everybody's like, you see the spirit of something
Mhm.
leave everybody, and it all goes into this box, and then they pan up and they show the first look of Doug Jones and the Gentleman.
Mhm.
And it's like creepy, but it would have been way creepier if the first time you saw the face
Mhm.
was when
Olivia's looking out the window.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. When Olivia
She
hears
sees,
something,
what is that over in the
and
distance?
then you saw the like quick pan, and it would have been a fucking jump scare.
Yeah.
They missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my
It
one
was
big
still a jump
criticism
scare
of this.
for me.
It was a slow pan up though. You know they were gonna get to a head eventually. I mean, maybe not, but
Freaked me out.
Yeah, I mean,
could have been scarier. Take
100%.
notes, kids.
It was a it could have been much more of a, like, if you've seen The Signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shot and
Yeah.
on the VHS tape.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so that could have been
exactly.
a really good jump scare. It's still very effective, I think, but you're right. It really makes me wonder if they had to straddle that line of, like, how straight up scary can we be on, like, a PG television?
Scarier than that, but
They can be as horny as they want.
They can get
but this was the
real
first
horny.
time that I've seen like a real twist in the storytelling, and I was here for it. I loved it.
Yeah.
So everybody wakes up in the next day,
No
and no
voices.
one can talk, but the sound is still on. They can hear if something crashes on the floor,
Right.
or they
Yep.
can hear like the newspaper. They can hear the television actually, which is how we get a little bit more plot. But yeah,
Yep.
as we talked about in the beginning, I thought I might need subtitles. No one can.
You
And the
texted
panic
us.
is real. It was.
Neither one of us replied to that.
I was
And it
give him a minute. Give him a
Yeah,
minute.
and eventually I figured out, okay, they're gonna tell this thing with it's gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
acting, but it
Well,
was
we
very
see-
cool. It was a
yeah.
very cool device and a good like storytelling idea of, hey, what if nobody talked for the entire episode? I bet you they were very excited
when they
to
give
shoot
them
this.
when properties like this give themselves those kind of restraints. Like
Yeah.
Marvel would always have the Hush comics. I can't remember what they called it, where there's not allowed to be any dialogue.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do we do storytelling without that? And there's a lot of really good stuff that comes out of that. I
Absolutely.
mean, there's in Xander's basement, Spike being tied up and not being able to talk, but Xander trying to accuse him of, you did something.
Yeah.
Spike
Yeah.
hits him with the. It's a great like face acting. Very,
Also,
very funny.
did you catch the blaming of the vaccines as the reason why
I
this
wrote
was
Yes.
that
happening?
down too.
Yes.
I was like, whoa.
The note from officials from Sunnydale was they're blaming it on the recent flu vaccine. The
Yeah.
officials are saying
we
that?
have been seeding doubt about vaccine effectiveness for like 30 years, and it didn't really like hit me until I was like, damn.
But it's not usually
been-
government officials who are putting out that kind of
Right.
nonsense. You know, it's like
But
crazy.
the fact that that was written into the storyline is interesting.
Yeah.
And way before people were talking about vaccines, the way they talk about them now is like, are they good? Are they not? People
Yep.
are like anti-vaxxers. Like, I think this was what started it.
Yep. People
Thanks
at
a lot,
the
Josh.
table.
Yeah.
are-
Thanks,
Buffy the
Josh
Vampire
Whedon.
Slayer started.
Started vaccine paranoia.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's
not the
the patient
vaccines.
zero.
It was the box. We know this.
Yeah, we
Yes.
know this.
They don't know this yet.
Yeah, at that, they're trying to figure out what's going on. They don't know.
Yep.
But at night, the gentlemen are about town again. Pretty scary scene where they trap a freshman
Yeah.
in the dorm
Yes.
who cannot scream for help.
Nope.
They have their straitjacket demons who hold him
Hold
down.
them down.
Doug Jones cuts his chest open.
And you
rips
hear
out the
the
heart.
and you hear the squelch sound, and then they cut to the commercial. I was like, "This is a good episode. They are doing some cool stuff here."
Yeah.
Yep.
Also worth, we talked about the dance scene coming down the corridor. I think
Mm-hmm.
that was preceding the scene where they break in and grab the
Yeah.
kid.
Yes.
Well,
It was a beautifully
just do it
executed scene.
randomly too.
Yeah.
They're like this door, this
Mhm.
door, and you think that they're gonna go for Buffy's door.
Yep. There's a
Right?
little fake
Yeah.
out with
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they kill, and then we see they are collecting hearts in little glass jars.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
7. That was part of the nursery rhyme. 7 jars for hearts. They collected 3 that night.
So kids wake up, find out there's murder's been a happening.
Mm-hmm. So it's
that
chaos on the
scene
streets.
was great. I was like, this is an Emmy-worthy episode.
Yeah.
I wrote that down at that point
Yeah.
because of the way. I mean, it was like a musical.
Yeah,
Right? The
very
music is very well done in this as well.
Yeah, not too much, I
No.
don't think. I
And
mean,
well
could be
done
less, but-
music too,
Yeah.
where
Right.
it was like not over the top, which you
Right.
hear a lot, but it was a symphony.
Yep.
Very
with like
cool.
a lot of like TV, they like really sell it with the music. Just the music tells you what you're supposed to be feeling. I think it was a little understated in this, which is
It
nice.
was good. Yeah, it was nice to see that.
Chaos on the streets. Buffy
so
is out
Giles is like giving
patrolling.
them a little lecture
The initiative
about
is
how
out
this is
patrolling
all
too.
going
We're
down.
getting
right?
there, but
Okay.
Not there yet.
the Buffy and Riley run into each other on the street.
That's
and,
right, yeah.
And they kiss.
Oh, yeah.
And the chemistry is. But yeah, Giles is holding the presentation.
Wait,
over-
I thought their kiss was good. I didn't want to gloss over that. I forgot that scene.
I wanna
happened
gloss over
here.
it.
You
Do
don't.
I have a
so
say
are
in
we
this?
not Riley guys? I'm kind of a Riley guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, like he's like a legitimate love interest for Buffy. Like I buy that like she'd be into him and
Okay.
they'd have this like mutual thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, we need to give her some. You can't have Buffy now like be a nun and just like wear the hair shirt for the rest of the
Sure.
show. You know, you need to give her another romantic interest. And so,
Yeah.
like, who
Sure.
do you replace Angel with?
I mean,
like
I think
G.I.
they were
Joe.
just trying to find their footing with, thinking of a new love interest for Buffy.
Yeah, and
Big
like the
shoes to
scene
fill.
and
Yeah.
the scene where they finally do kiss because they've been playing, cat and mouse for a little bit. It felt earned. I was like, okay, this is the moment where you would kiss somebody, right? We're in the middle of a crisis. I'm gonna kiss my crush because.
Yeah. This is just the
I might
first
be
guy
dead
you date
tomorrow.
in college.
Well,
This-
it's
They don't last
unfortunately.
very long.
All right, hey, listen.
No, we'll get to it. We'll get to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because it's her second. But yeah, Giles is having a presentation with a funny overhead
We
projector.
gather the Scooby clan and
Standout scene.
I'm gonna
Anya
get
has
some
popcorn.
exposition. That's great.
Isn't that cute?
Anya just like eating the popcorn and is
Yeah.
like legitimately entertained by the
Yep.
plot that's
'Cause
happening.
Giles figured out he gets a book of fairy tales to like, because, we didn't mention, but Buffy called him earlier because she had that creepy dream.
Yeah.
And Giles, once again, is like,
Dismisses.
it's just a dream.
It's just
Who
a dream."
cares?
Every time he's
I don't
always
think
like,
that
it's just a
poem
dream.
has any relevance.
But every time it's
Yes.
not just being a dream. He knows this.
Yeah.
This has happened multiple times, and he's still just like, it's just a dream.
I'm not sure he's a good watcher. He got fired. You know.
I have to imagine off screen, she's calling him every day with every single dream she has. And he's just like,
Buffy, we've talked about this.
Oh my God.
For the love of God.
But this is Giles giving the presentation.
I like that he adds color for the blood. That was a
Isn't that
nice
funny?
little touch.
Yeah.
Like, good job, Giles. They're really going to a lot of lengths for their drawings on this show. Everybody
Yeah.
does. Angel really sketches out the creepy voyeur shots.
Yeah.
Giles is really a lot of frames in this little comic strip to give us the plot.
This has the classic.
Nobody knows how to break this spell. They cannot be killed. The gentleman.
They say it's a girl's scream will kill them, but nobody can
And he
scream.
told this in cute little comic strips. I love Giles' little
Yep.
drawings.
Cute.
They're so cute.
With like X's on their eyes when
Yeah.
they're dead, that kind of thing. But Buffy is like, how do we kill them? Okay. And she mimes, it looks like jerking off.
Oh my
Classic
God,
joke.
we did not need that scene. I
No?
was like, is this really
So
a
stupid.
masturbation joke about? Yeah,
I still
them
laugh.
all thinking of stabbing.
I
for
can be
being
juvenile
jerking off.
sometimes.
Yeah, so can the show. Anyway, it was good. The music is good.
Yep.
Sound editing was not good.
Yep.
It's two different employees doing those jobs, folks.
Yeah, they can't all be winners. But that night, they're patrolling again. Riley thinks to go to the clock tower because he sees some shadows up there.
Yep.
Buffy is kung fuing some of the straitjacket demons. Xander walks in and sees Anya.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Yeah.
we have Anya and we have Spike hanging out. Spike goes to get a mug of blood. Which I was like,
Full mug when
yeah,
he takes it out of
just he has apparently mugs of blood just chilling in the refrigerator.
just open
Not
mug.
in a larger container where you pour it in.
Nope,
Just
open mug.
Ready to go.
It was chilling, and so he drops it
Uh-huh.
while he's trying to take a sip, and so then he's behind the couch, and
Yep.
Xander walks in, and not being able to hear or see things, he just sees Spike pop up from behind the couch that his girlfriend's sleeping on with blood on his face, and he's transformed into his vamp face.
Yep.
He gets really upset.
And Xander beats him up.
Xander cannot punch. This guy needed to take like an actual punching lesson. It was weird to watch.
Do you
So-
think he should have been good at punching?
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, he should be good
They're
at
4
punching.
seasons in, I feel like, and he's fought enough
All right.
Yeah.
vampires.
It's just,
Yeah.
more reasons
Well,
why this
yeah,
character
Hold
is
on.
not
I
good.
don't think in real life he should be good at punching.
Oh.
Oh, so
That
that's
we-
the scandal. Oh,
yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
In real life.
In real life, he was a little too good at it.
Maybe.
We got to move on.
So anyway,
but that's just wrapping up the him and it's wrapping up the him and Anya thing. of,
yeah,
like,
he actually has feelings for her because that was
Yeah.
being toyed around with at the beginning of the episode. You don't really love me. He actually does because he sees Spike.
right. We see Tara, who wrote down Willow's number and is thinking, okay, I'll go to her. I know that she actually practices magic from the Wicca meeting. On the way there, she gets chased by the gentleman.
Yep.
Runs into Willow. They get trapped in the laundry room. They join hands so that they can use their magic together.
It
to
takes
move
the
vending
gentleman
machine.
a long time to try to break through that door. That door, they
Yeah.
could get through every other door, but this one,
Not that one.
yet they
Barricaded.
still somehow felt like they needed to put the vending machine, which was like the world's heaviest vending machine, apparently, because they could not move it at all.
Yep.
They're not that heavy.
Well, Willow broke her ankle or something when Tara ran into her earlier.
Okay.
Was she like
can't-
limping?
But we
Yeah.
need the
Yeah.
power of magic.
Yes.
Not just any magic, mind you. We need lesbian magic.
I knew you were gonna say it.
So their powers combined,
Yeah.
they move, and there's a moment.
They like have a really a moment.
They
Yeah.
join hands, and yep.
Lesbian magic can do anything.
More
I knew
powerful. Together. Together.
Buffy and Riley run into each other beating up the demons, so they kind of realize, oh, you do this too. That's the moment
We
where
have some choreographed kung fu. It's
Yeah.
kind of nice. It's like they're figure
Too much.
skating dancing, you know?
Sick
Meanwhile,
of
the
kung fu.
gentlemen are like twirling their scalpels. There's a lot of scalpel, like just teasing
Yeah.
with the scalpel.
yeah.
I was like, why don't the gentlemen have these like machetes, right? Just hack people open. You don't need to be like making
they're
incisions.
gentlemen. They don't want to use a.
That's
they
actually
don't want to
very
use a
true. That's on
machete. They
brand.
want to.
Proper
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah,
They have the
proper
help to
gentlemen.
do that. But Buffy's held down in a full Nelson and mimes to Riley to break the box. He's like, the box. He's like, I get you. Smashes some other
Yeah, very
reagent
proud of himself.
thing. He's like, yeah.
Smashed the wrong thing.
Oh, and then
Funny.
smashes the box. Buffy screams.
Yes.
Gets her voice back, screams, pops everyone's heads.
Yep.
Fun fact about this episode: another actress hit that scream.
Oh, interesting.
That's not Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh.
Well, that's interesting because I did not think that Sarah Michelle Gellar should be the princess whose scream breaks the curse. I actually thought it should have been Tara. And I thought that's
Yeah.
what she was planted there for. I was like, oh, Tara's the princess.
That would have been really good.
Right,
Good
the
way to
bullied
work her
kid
in.
Yeah.
gets to be the hero at the end.
Yeah.
Not Buffy, the hot, pretty one that
Yeah,
always
when
gets
you're
to be the hero.
bullied in Sunday school, you end up having a podcast, and that's how you become the hero.
There you go. So
Tara
overall,
should do that too.
But that's interesting.
and here
'cause
I
we've
am
heard-
confusing her with Michelle Trachtenberg, too.
Oh my God, she just cannot catch a break. We get all the wrap up of everything. Willow and Tara talk. Tara explains that Willow is a very powerful witch. They're having their connection. But Buffy and Riley sit down and they're going to talk about their secrets.
Yeah.
And the chemistry.
So good episode. Great episode, actually. It was very, very well done. It was artistic. It was cool to just basically have no dialogue for half the episode. The gentlemen were legitimately creepy. Relationships feel earned.
Yeah.
A couple, good jump scare moments. It was a great episode.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you remember how last season for Pine Barrens, he told me, I think before I watched it, that it was one of the best episodes of
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Sopranos?
Yeah.
I said it wasn't. What do you think about Hush?
I thought Hush was very good, but I left New Moon Rising and I was like, oh, this one is really good,
Mhm.
I think. And it's because there's, I thought, a nice payoff with Oz. And it also, the whole thing is a metaphor for homosexual relationships and how we respond to that.
There's a lot of good commentary on that in this episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all veiled underneath the demons, which I guess is what we've now started calling all the different monsters. We are well away from vampires being the worst thing this town has to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, there's like no vampires anymore.
No, they
No.
they are fodder. Who cares?
Yeah.
Buffy slayed them. She's no longer a vampire slayer. She's just a slayer.
It's just a slayer.
The
Yeah.
Slayer.
We have gotten into a new phase of Sunnydale Terror. A lot's happened. We went from episode 10 to this is episode 19.
Yes. Big jump.
G.I. Joe Riley has become part of the Scooby Gang. He also works for the Initiative, which I finally figured out that name. And then there's some sort of Borg-like Frankenstein that's running around that I learned about in the previews.
Adam.
I think he was a former Initiative guy. I think I saw him at one point, and now he's like this Frankenstein thing.
Parts of him.
Parts of him, yes. Yeah, so Tara and Willow are in a witchy romantic lesbian relationship at this point.
Talking about getting a cat.
Yep.
Nothing witchier, nothing more lesbian.
Yeah.
Talking about getting a cat. Yeah, they would.
Willow's always more of a dog person, but
Cats are cool, man.
Yep.
Big fan.
Yeah.
they're getting a familiar.
I was thinking this is like the most boomer conservative stereotype. You go to college, become a lesbian,
Get a cat.
get a cat. You become a witch.
Yeah, right.
She really is having a very college experience.
Boomers are seething over this.
Including the fact that, her ex is going to come back too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's important to see, somehow important to know, and maybe we're going to get to this in later Machete Order shows. Spike's got some sort of chip in him
Yes.
that prevents him from being a bad vampire.
Right. So we saw him get tased in the beginning of the first episode that we watched
Yeah.
and taken in by the Initiative.
Yeah.
They put this chip in him that makes it so, and they really do not explain it in this, so I'm sorry about that, but that he can't hurt
He
humans.
can't. Yeah.
He can
So
hurt
he's
demons,
like
but he can't hurt people.
Okay, he can hurt demons. I don't have all the backstory, but he's pretty much a neutered house cat at this
Exactly.
point.
Yeah.
He's
There's
hanging
a
out
lot
at
of
Giles' place. Just kind of part of the gang. So that's where our episode begins, is now at Giles' place. It's the new setting because Giles can't be in the library anymore.
Tara's there. She's a part of the Scooby Gang. This
Yep.
is her first meeting.
Yeah, and then Oz shows up with yet another new haircut. And everybody's like, awkward feelings.
He says, can we talk?
Can we talk? When did you get back? Just now.
Yep.
Very-
Pretty much now.
Yeah, pretty much now. Yeah. So we get it, Seth Green. You're a cool guy.
Yeah. So the thing is that he felt like his character was being underutilized. And he was stuck in this contract and went up to Joss Whedon and was like, you got me on this contract. You're not using my character. I'm getting other offers. Can we split? So they did the Wild at Heart episode to
And
wrap
then
it
he
up.
was
And
gone
then
for
brought
half
back
the season.
So I wrote it down because it's the movie that he left to work on is just like no one's ever heard.
What movie was it?
Knock Around Guys. My favorite movie all time.
I think I've heard of it. Yeah, Seth Green had a whole moment, wasn't he? In American, was he in American Pie or Road Trip? I feel like he should have.
Oh,
been.
Road Trip. Yeah.
Right?
something
He was
like
in
that.
American Pie. He was in American Pie.
Okay.
I know he voiced a bunch of things.
Oh yeah, he's
Right?
doing very well for a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of voice acting work. Robot Chicken later. Like
We
a few
talked
years
about
later.
how he was talented beyond what the rest of the show was
Yeah.
going to hold, and he's a secondary character, so it makes sense. Although Alison
very
Hannigan sticks around.
Yeah,
and
I
she's
think
great too.
She and Sarah Michelle Gellar, who I don't think gets to do as much good acting anymore since like the first 3 seasons.
Willow's having a
Great
great arc
acting,
here. And
yes.
so Oz shows up. Willow's clearly struck by this, and so's Tara. So we're kind of left on a little cliffhanger as Riley and Buffy go out hunting. They have a conversation about past feelings and past relationships, and then Buffy calls Riley bigoted, which I thought was a
Because
little much.
he's like, oh, Oz is a werewolf?
It's like, why would you associate with demons?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so heavy-handed.
So we have that whole thing, right?
Mhm.
And she calls
Yeah.
him bigoted. He thinks that they're all bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then come to find out there's like a werewolf attack.
I know we were talking about a couple episodes ago where I didn't understand like the homophobia.
Mhm.
Watching this back now, they're so heavy-handed with it. I
Yeah.
rolled my eyes a lot of this episode, even though I legitimately love this episode because of
Mhm.
Willow and Tara.
Yeah, when in particular did you roll your eyes at? Like here, this
Yeah,
conversation?
like right
today?
here.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh,
It's a little
come
much.
on.
And it
Yeah.
comes kind of like hard, right? Like all of a sudden
Yeah.
Buffy's like very upset about this. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
That's just it.
this
It's
is kind of a
heavy-handed. It's, like,
clunky
not
metaphor,
natural.
right?
In other episodes, you know, when Buffy comes out of the Slayer, it is heavy-handed, but only for like that scene, and then the rest of the episode,
Yeah.
something else happens.
Mhm.
It's the entire episode.
It's a little clumsy. It's a little like extreme. It is, I think, homosexual plotline's poorly written,
Mhm.
but at least they're going for it and they're telling the story. I was
Yeah.
like, how much are we going to get into like this being a romantic relationship between Tara and Willow?
Mhm.
And I was glad that it was like acknowledged and
Yeah.
that was like directly addressed. The whole demon metaphor I could have done without as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But Oz is going to take Willow for a walk because he's going to catch up with her.
Mhm.
Willow's rocking a fucking great jacket.
Yeah.
That
Right?
jacket was cool.
There's some good jackets in I
Very-
love Oz's too.
If this is what being a lesbian is opening up for her, a deeper and truer sense of self,
Uh-huh.
great taste, Willow. Fucking great
Yeah,
jacket.
lesbians have a great sense of fashion.
God, if
Yeah.
only I could get a lesbian to tell me what their jacket store is. Please.
So Oz tells Willow he's figured a lot of things out. He's a different man. He's ready for her now.
Look up.
And yeah,
Yeah.
they're outside under the moonlight, and he doesn't turn into a werewolf. And it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. But
So they talk all night.
yeah, and they're very platonically talking because
Mhm.
Willow's not really interested as much anymore. She's
She
distant.
doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oz talks about how he cured his werewolfitis. He's taking supplements and he meditates, which is what we should all do to maintain peace and keep our wolf at bay.
That's what keeps my wolf at bay.
Namaste, motherfuckers.
Yeah, some monks in Tibet and some herbs that he has to take.
Yeah. And he's not really getting the fact that like Tara's around and this might be a thing. He's a little dense. Tara shows up while Willow's in the bathroom, kind of acts weird. Oz
Yeah.
doesn't really get it.
Yeah.
We get back to Riley and Buffy, who are like a middle-aged couple. Riley's
Well,
getting
that
up.
night there was a werewolf attack, which we saw was not Oz.
Yeah.
But a werewolf killed a couple guys in the
Yeah.
initiative. Never
That's
going
an
to hear
important
more
plot.
about that.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
That werewolf's just at large. Who cares?
Yep. So they're having an argument about Riley's intolerance for others. And
Yep.
then, lo and behold, they're back at the base and like, oh, come on, Riley. There was a werewolf attack.
Mm-hmm.
Then Riley's all upset. He's like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't like demons.
Yep.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
horrible.
More metaphor.
It's just so unnatural. Does
Yeah.
not need to be.
We didn't need it. Buffy goes to visit Willow. Even though Riley gets called away, apparently visiting Willow is more important than helping her boyfriend.
Mhm.
Willow tells Buffy about how she feels about Tara.
Yeah.
And Buffy gets super weird.
Yeah.
Not an ally.
No.
Not an ally.
What did you
No.
think of this?
In my lesbian perspective,
This
it
scene
just
specifically.
like, no, yeah, I rolled my eyes so I feel like this isn't Buffy. You
Right.
know, Buffy wouldn't react like that.
Yeah.
She called Riley bigoted because of the demons, but she sees a gay person and she's the bigoted one. And I feel like they just wanted to write it in because, you know, someone needed to do it, but it's just making Buffy look like the bad guy.
Yeah.
If someone's going to be a dick, make it Xander.
Easy.
Easy.
You got Xander right there.
He would have. Yeah. He would be
would
the
have
one.
had a reaction like this, but
Yeah,
I really don't think Buffy's that person.
Especially since he had a romantic relationship with Willow in the past.
Yeah.
It
Right.
would be a lot more believable. Plus, yeah, just the nature of his character.
I think it's one of these things that a writing trope that I really do not like, of like writing backwards from where you like what you want to express. You want to have the person, and I get what they're going for, is like Buffy is someone who's like, hey, calling out bigotry in other people, but as soon as it comes close to home, she has this unconscious reaction of like immediately, as Willow says, yeah, I have a thing with Tara. She puts space, she like backs up
Yeah.
and starts like getting really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And Willow has to say, come on, I'm still your friend. And then she calms down. And then she's like, you're right. I have to like put my own internalized bigotry
Yeah.
away.
yes.
It's like, do we really? It shouldn't be
No.
these characters.
This
you know?
show
natural.
confuses scenes that should have been Xander and Buffy. They get
Yes.
confused. There's
Yeah.
now like 3 or 4 scenes that we're like, they should have flopped those characters.
Mhm.
Just, I mean, and I don't want to put like, we shit on Xander all the time, so let us do it one more time. But it's because I think they try, anytime you try to shoehorn something into your story, you should immediately unshoehorn it. If you're like trying to fit it in,
Yeah.
it doesn't fit. It shouldn't have to be tried to. And Xander, as a character himself, feels like an unnecessary adjacency. Like they just needed to have a male heterosexual character drawn like
They
Joss
should
Whedon
have just
to
kept him.
hang around.
Yeah.
They should have just kept him in high school. I think he was fine in
Or
high
made
school.
him a little brother. If he was like a little brother character, that
Yeah.
could have worked a lot better to add that dynamic. But he just is this weird hanger on, and then it starts to confuse the dynamics between what that character should have versus Buffy's character. and we have a mess. So
I
here we
think
are.
it would have been a great scene of, Xander kind of coming to terms with, Willow being fully over him and, Willow coming out to him. I think he would have had a reaction like this because of history that's there. But if you saw his character turn around on it, I think that would have been much more powerful and believable than what Buffy's doing.
Great character development opportunity for him. But they will never have, because he is Joss Whedon's darling baby, author insert, it will never have him be on purpose the bad guy. It's only in our interpretation the bad guy is the only way that will happen.
There's a lot of one-on-one relationship talking in this episode. This episode, the other criticism I have of the show is it tends to repeat itself a little bit, and this episode is very heavy on one-on-one relationship conversations. I found that to be a bit...
Which I eat it up when it is Willow and Oz.
Well, when it's
I
good,
love their dynamic,
but if you're doing
you're
it's
right.
like, this is the seventh...
I have
another
some notes
screenwriting technique for you. If you are writing the same type of scene over and over again, stop doing that. Like, if you have 3 chase scenes in a row, you have too many chase scenes. If you have too many one-on-one conversations, you got to mix it up, pepper it up a little bit. We do get a little bit of that when Frankenstein shows up and talks to Spike. Spike's like sleeping on a stone slab in a cave, and Frankenstein offers a proposition for Spike, and they're like, okay, well, if I do this and I help you, a lot of people are going to die, but you'll take the chip out of me. I can be bad again. I don't really know where that's going.
Because we know that Adam alludes to his plan as he wants to eradicate all of humanity. We know that Spike doesn't want to do that from before.
Yeah.
So it's weird that he's agreeing to work with. My interpretation is that Spike is like, I know the Slayer is going to stop Adam, but maybe I can get some on my, maybe he can take this chip out.
That was a good, that was a good little exchange where he's like, the Slayer, the thing about her, she tends to win.
Yeah.
Well, then you should be on her team. It's like, all right, I guess I will.
Yep.
We have yet another one-on-one scene where Willow and Tara are together. They do an overacting competition, and then they break up.
So because Allison Hannigan, I think, is bringing it really well.
Yeah, but Tara's
Amber Benson
Amber's like trying to match it, and like it's very yes and it's a little bit heavy-handed. I mean, okay, so we have a breakup scene.
Also, I hate the stutter that they make her do.
Yes.
She can be shy without having a stutter.
I think that
And, like,
that
not
was an
making eye
acting choice on
contact.
her part.
You think?
I mean, who's say? Either way, bad directing.
Yeah.
Yes. At the end of the day, bad direction.
The director should have been like, you don't need to do that.
Yep.
Or
Let's take it again.
Tara confronts Oz. Oz finally gets it.
Gets this, like, sees that he smells Willow, turns around and sees it's Tara wearing Willow's shirt.
His wolf instincts are going crazy.
Figures out.
And he loses control. And he becomes a daytime werewolf.
I couldn't tell for a second if Oz was just homophobic or jealous.
Maybe there's supposed to be a little of that.
Like both?
I think he's more jealous.
It's the jealousy. I never got it because he says, like, are you too involved? I just read it as jealousy. I don't get any homo.
Yeah.
I love it. And I think Seth Green is really bringing it here.
Yeah.
Where, like, he
for his
loses
last episode,
cool.
he was
when he has
like,
always been so stoic and, like, never talking much. Him, like, you have her smell on you. Do you know that? Stop. Are you too involved? Grabs her arm, wolfs out, loses it.
Wolf's out. Yep.
Run.
Run. I like that. Yeah, so he chases her into a lecture hall, and then the initiative grab
Oz.
Yeah, Seth, Oz, werewolf.
We're mixing up the names.
Red's mongrel. I liked that.
Yeah.
Spike calling him Red's mongrel. So now we have our plot, right? The Scooby Gang has to go in, infiltrate the initiative, go rescue Werewolf Oz.
Right.
He's going to go into some genetic testing, during which he's turning back into a human, and then he turns back into a human in front of Riley. And now Riley understands that demons can be people too.
Yeah.
And he's a
It's
reformed
from
citizen.
his perspective, a werewolf still killed some of his friends.
Yeah, and he's like, I know this kid from school. It's like, dude, he's been like, he showed up yesterday.
Yeah.
But no, Riley is very
unearned.
reformed. He's very woke.
He's the best character in the show.
Just like
right,
a white
SJ?
G.I. Joe would be. He'd be like suddenly very self-righteous
woke,
about it.
yeah.
Right?
Suddenly.
But no, the white man in the lab coats are going to keep testing poor old Oz. They figure out, hey, you know what? Research does help, though, because this was a big breakthrough.
Yeah.
The fact that werewolves are not tied to the lunar calendar, but it's emotions.
Right.
That's a huge discovery. And so the scientists should be commended, I think, for this brutal testing that they've done.
There's no
Yeah, we should do
scientific
more
method.
animal testing.
Sometimes it's necessary. That's all I'm saying, right? Human trials, too.
Yes.
I want
Only
everyone
human
tested.
You know what? I would be that, like, this is how I become a vampire, because I'd be like, you have to test it on yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
me.
Someday there's going to be some weird genetic test I'm going to
Turns
do.
your bones to liquid, but oh well, at least I was on the front line of science.
I
But
Am
it's
Robot,
very-
that's how
it's
that started.
Very
remember?
like unscientific testing they're doing. They just
Oh, yeah,
have
they're
a
just
human,
torturing
they
him,
just
basically.
stab him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Yeah.
he gets upset when we shock him. Interesting. Write that down.
So Riley tries to break him out of jail, kind of like a Han Solo in Star Wars kind of scene, but he gets busted by the initiative.
Court-martialed.
Riley's thrown in jail, gets dressed down by his commanding officer. Now he's a hippie. And Riley's very like defiant about it.
Riley's woke now.
Yeah.
He went woke.
Yeah,
left
he's
the military.
fully ready down to leave the military now.
Buffy went woke. Oh, I can't watch this show anymore.
He went from like poster boy to like anarchist in literally one scene.
We don't claim him, but yeah, he literally says, what he says, "You're a dead man, Finn. I'm an anarchist."
And then he punches him for no reason. So Buffy breaks him out. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
She comes down with the gang. Giles and Xander's girlfriend are like doing computer things, and then Frankenstein's also hooked up to a computer. I didn't really understand that, but the power goes down.
Yeah, it's supposed to be that Anya shuts down the power grid for all of Sunnydale, probably killing hundreds. Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't seem necessary to cut the power. But,
Nope. Seemed like they were doing just fine.
They just need something to do. Sometimes this show tries to make sure that all the characters are doing something. Where like maybe Giles is just like watching Jeopardy one night while Buffy.
That is, we see him watching trivia and him yelling at the TV.
Yeah.
Let Giles have a break.
Yeah.
For like one night.
Wait, hold on. Buffy's the one that's out there every night. This is Giles just watches.
Yeah. Well, give Buffy a break too.
Give
Everyone
Buffy
just
a break.
needs a break.
Wouldn't be much of a show, but it's just.
I would like to have one episode where they just go on vacation.
I actually
We
thought.
wouldn't watch it for this show.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
I did think though. I was like, this episode had very little Buffy in it. It's a lot of Oz. It's a lot of Willow. There's not a ton of Buffy lines in this, actually, which I think is the sign of a good show that we're branching into. Willow's a great character too. Like she has some of the strongest roots.
I love Willow as a character.
Yeah, she's good.
I mean, they break out. Willow and Oz have their conversation in Oz's old van.
Yep.
They're like big breakout. I mean, incredible scene to me.
That's
all about
the
like
scene. That
it's
was
still
the
about
most
like
emotional
still
scene.
holding a torch for somebody.
That summarizes relationships and how they can leave an impact on you so well.
That's what I'm saying about like this show can be so immature, but this is such a
This was a great scene.
mature scene of just this is what relationships will be like for the rest of your life. You know, you're gonna love people, they're gonna break your heart. You will still love them in that same way and love other people in different ways.
Like a piece of them is left behind.
Yep.
I feel that it is a deep truth that you don't come to understand about love when you're young, but that you experience and then you learn and you are wiser for it. Yeah. And this show does a great job delivering that lesson for us. So yes, this was my favorite scene that I've seen in machete order so far. Wow. I thought it was awesome.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then we have a final makeup scene with Willow and Tara. Felt very much like the Ballad of Love and Hate. You know that song? And Tara's just like, yeah, I'm here. She's like, I'm glad that you're with the one that you love. And Willow's like, I am.
I am. Yep.
Okay. And Tara's ready to take her back.
Yep.
That's what true love is. Well,
Get it together.
that's our show.
Yeah.
No,
Are
it
you
was
gonna
good.
cry?
I'm not going to cry. I mean, let's come on, be real.
Well, you're starting to sound like the Sunday school bullies all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Did a number on
We
you.
just be bullied a little bit. Do you want to know how it feels, SJ? Yeah.
No,
So,
it
yeah,
was
good episodes, huh?
Great set. You know, I'm anxious to see where we go from here. We staying with season 4 or?
Yeah, do you have any other thoughts about this episode? Willow and Tara, anything like that?
I love this episode. I love Willow and Tara so much. I think they were like one of the first queer couples that I've seen on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good to see them. It feels natural.
Yeah.
You know, it's connected to the magic.
I wish they didn't have. I don't remember the stutter being that bad.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, rewatching this, I was like,
I didn't notice it that much. I didn't think it was
I
that.
did.
I mean, I noticed it as like overacting.
Yeah.
But it didn't bother me a ton. I mean, again, I thought this was Michelle Trachtenberg, so I'm a little confused.
You don't know anything.
I have no idea what's going on.
It's
I don't really understand these relationships. I'm an ally.
Yep.
I am an ally. Should wear my hat.
Yeah. Allies. Those are the people who constantly have to remind everyone they're allies.
That they are, yeah, right?
I'm an ally. I do not side with your Sunday school bullies, even though you do look like you would have some.
I'm not a bully. I'm an ally, damn it.
Tara's a great character. I don't think her original portrayal is that good. She gets more well realized later. But I also think this was a trope, the like shy girl stuttering, not making eye contact. You know, that was absolutely a trope from like, let's say Disney Channel movies from back then, you know?
Yeah.
So it gets.
But no, it's a good relationship. It's good to watch them like
very sweet.
normalize this. And well done. You know, Buffy has some good moments, and this is definitely one of them.
Yeah. Great moments. This is the stuff that really sticks with you, I think. Moving forward,
Hit me.
we're going to start macheteing it up a little bit. I know you're excited. I'll say from my perspective, I've gotten through all of
job,
the like
guys.
major arcs that we wanted to. Now we're going to start hitting some points.
Whoa, we just drop off the table in seasons 5, 6, and 7, huh?
We don't have to talk about that.
A lot of writers left
so,
the scene.
Next time we are watching season 3, episode 13,
Whoa.
the Zeppo.
Okay.
Okay. Then we are going to move to season 4.
Band Candy?
Nope. You can watch it on your own after this,
After though.
and you'll see why we cut it.
All right.
I'm going to be really curious if at the end you're like, give us the list again and say, could have cut this, could have put Band Candy in here.
I will see. Yeah.
We'll see. So anyway, season 3, episode 13, the Zeppo. Season 4, episode 5, Beer Bad.
Oh, cool.
Season
title.
6, episode 7, Once More with Feeling.
All right. I like it. We're
Yeah.
jumping around.
I am
Doing well.
really curious about what you will think about during the next
This
session.
is we just want your perspective on these episodes.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. I mean, you guys are doing a great job picking so far.
Thank you.
So we'll see. It's harder when you are actually macheteing and you're going like picking and choosing. But
Yeah. I go
do
back and
think
forth
this-
thinking like we're nailing it. Like this, I felt like
You
let's be
nailed
honest,
it. This
we
one
nailed
definitely. Guys, if you're going to watch one episode, watch this episode.
Yeah.
This was a good one.
Yeah.
Good job.
it. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
All right.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Machete Order. Join us on all the socials, TikTok, Instagram, X.
We're not on there. And listen wherever you get your podcasts. And thanks to Brother Sal for the use of his song, I Will Tell. This was a Rotary Studios production.